Good morning. As I told you last night before going to sleep, there's going to be quite an excessive amount of volatility at this price action. We're going to do a very quick update. As you can see, we took out the red level that we talked about in the video yesterday. At the time I was recording the video, it was at 100.5. But then it increased to 101, still the wick to the downside to take it out before moving back up played out, but it wasn't really painless. Actually, initially it moved to 106 on a fake move that was part of my update, my last video update last night, where I was saying we broke out on the 106, but then we came back down to take the lows that we were talking about in the video, and then we reclaim the same direction of the impulsive move. As you can see here, if we plot a line with the full impulsive move, that pointed to 110. So what people are asking now is what is next, because yesterday the targets were 110 and the second target was 100.5, and we took both, and now we are sitting here at the highs, and we need to see if there's motivation to continue. Of course, this is, as I say in the last video last night, we are entering pretty much banana zone, and anything could happen at this point. Think about this: we have motivation to 128, but try to think about it as we might not take everything. So if you have to choose, pick the levels that you think are more likely. So we already took this red up until 110. Now we have yellow, which is still quite a lot of liquidity there. Then we could take all this way up to 118. I think at the moment that is a low-hanging fruit for this week, particularly with the bullishness of whatever Trump is going to say. Of course, if he says something bearish, take almost for granted that there's going to be a big week to the downside as well. If he says we're going to delay any news about Bitcoin, we are just trading the news, right? So there could be a sell the news situation as well. It's high risk at the moment. It's very difficult to forecast what could come next. As you can see, we build a channel on the 4-hour. Once I do a full video with all the detail, we can talk about that. Unfortunately, this is not the angle. We're going to have to adjust a little bit just because of the wick to the downside, and we couldn't make it to the top to produce a pivot high after the highest high there. So we're going to have to adjust that later. I'm going to go live in a stream later today during the inauguration, so I'm gonna cover all this nonsense. Pretty much all the calls I did for Sui, Solana, Ethereum in yesterday's video, including the Trump call, play out perfectly. We went down, we broke down on the 15 minutes on Trump, almost to $40, which is just crazy. And then we are having now some sort of recover. So the play out of the pullback and then recover has done magnificent. If you took the short, great. And if you take the long on the pullback as well, you're back in profit. So I'll see you later in the live stream. I'm also going to do a video about Bitcoin, but that's going to come in about 3 hours from now. That's going to be in depth in preparation for the inauguration event. See you then. Bye-bye.